part of making art is going to the grocery store and buying groceries. All right, this is an important part of the process. Right here, I've just started editing the video, which you're watching right now, which is weird to think about. But I'm eating Chinese food from the hot bar at the grocery store and watching police chase videos. This is crucial. It's important. It doesn't work without this. Oh, I just did one of those things where I almost choked to death on my own spit. Oh, how does that happen? Look, I did a little testing of these brush pens. I initially saw these Pentel brush sign pen artist. That's what they say on them. Brush sign pen artist. And I saw these initially on Instagram. There's an artist on Instagram I follow called Woo Woo and the Worm. I think that's what it is. I'll put a link in the description because they do amazing things with these brush pens. And look, I fell for the classic. I'm not going to say it's a mistake because I'm glad I have these pens here now. But, you know, seeing an artist drawing with a certain type of pen and initially wondering what pen is that, as if having that pen will make you be able to do all the amazing things they are doing. It's not true. It doesn't work that way, but it still can be fun to use the same pen they're using. So I ordered some. I found them. I ordered a box of them. Here you can see them using it. See me using it. And they are very nice brush pens. They're really nice. There's something delightful about the way that it almost feels like I'm not making contact with the paper, because like I don't have to worry. It's hard to describe the way it, like I can move my hand as fast or slow as I want, right? The contact with the paper is almost, I can't tell it's there, right? Indiscernible is maybe the word. And if you move it really fast, then you get kind of feathered, like loose, lighter lines because the ink isn't going down fast enough, but you can get cool effects from that. I don't know. It's a really cool pen, and the ones I got are very fine tip, very satisfying. I just spent a while just filling up like 4, 5, 6 sketchbook pages here, and I'm gonna compile them here into this video. With like each one is just gonna be like, each page can be like 1 minute, sped up into 1 minute, and some of them I liked. Some of these drawings I did with this pen, I didn't like, but I put them here in the video anyways. It's much different than the type of pen strokes I'm used to making, but I think I drew them much faster than usual also. And if you watch this Woo Woo and the Worm person drawing on their Instagram channel, they post a lot of little videos of them themselves drawing. They usually draw like little portraits and stuff, and like often without references, but I can see with this pen it lets them draw like really fast and gestural, which is cool. And I found myself kind of doing that too, even though I'm not drawing portraits. Now I'm out for a walk, get my blood flowing a little bit. Check out the amazing clouds we have going on today. Nice, bushy, billowy, just very picturesque. Wish I could touch them. Yeah, look at those amazing clouds. Oh, so nice. craziest thing happened to me last night. I was driving home, and I'm on a road near here that has two lanes going in each direction, and the two lanes, I mean, each direction is divided by a good healthy sturdy median with tall grass and like big metal guardrails. So it's usually you don't really even think about the traffic going the other direction. I was driving home. It was about 12:30, like 30 minutes past midnight. And I'm just cruising home. Not a lot of other cars on the road, and I see these headlights coming towards me. And at first, I'm just like thinking it's a car on the other side of the road. But then I'm thinking, wow, I can really see these headlights awfully clear, considering there should be like a big metal railing in between them and me. And then with horror, it dawns on me that these headlights they're on the same side of the road as me, coming towards me. And that's when I realized there was, essentially a car driving towards me going the wrong way on the road in the exact same lane as me. And that's just one of those moments where you're like, what do I do? Obviously, I changed lanes. I was in the left-hand lane, and so I went to the right-hand lane. I think they must have got on at at the wrong turn or something, and they thought it was a 2-lane road, and so I guess they thought they were driving in the right direction. But I swerved, and I laid on the horn, and I honked, and they went right by me. I mean, my fear was that they were extremely impaired in some way, and that even me swerving into the other lane wouldn't be enough, and that they would still swerve into me or something. And then I was, of course, filled to the brim with adrenaline after they drove by, and I immediately called 911. Of course, I was like, I don't know what good calling 911 will be. It's not like calling the police immediately solves this sort of problem or makes it so someone can swoop in and fix this problem. But I was like, I feel like it's my duty as a citizen to report like a public safety issue such as this. So I called them, and then they're like, where are you? And I told them what road I was on, and then I just say, hey, there was just a car driving the wrong way on the road. It almost hit me. I had to swerve around it, and I honked, and they're like, and then I realized I feel like I usually pride myself on being pretty good at knowing where I am and describing, like which direction I'm going. But I had such a hard time telling the 911 operator which direction I was going, which direction the other person had been going. And I couldn't and the person asked, if I could describe what kind of car it was. And I couldn't. The only thing, I was like, the guy said, do you know what kind of car it was? And I just said no, because the only thing that popped into my head was, I was like, if you want, I can come in and I can draw what the rear tail lights looked like. But that seems like it's probably not the solution. Because I know exactly what the rear tail lights look like. Okay, I looked at them in my rearview mirror as it zoomed past me. So I don't know. The car was probably long off the road before anyone that could do anything about it got to them, and hopefully there was no accident or anything. But it was just still, I made it home and was just full of adrenaline for a while, because I feel like I truly watched my life flash in front of my eyes there. Just kind of, I'll admit, it was a little scary, a little freaky. So this video is kind of a combination of like life stuff, drawing stuff, but there are some things that didn't make it into the video, life stuff wise, like I went to do the laundry, but then I had left the front door of the washing machine closed after the last time I did laundry, so there was like moisture in there that was like stuck in there. It started to get a little stink in there, so I put it on a self-wash cycle, which should be just about done now. So now after I finish recording this commentary, I can go start doing the actual laundry. And I think I'll practice some piano. Still working on doing that. Hit you with a little song. Maybe I'll record a little song for you later on. And yeah, I'll probably take a shower. Showers feel good. I've been flossing more, teeth wise, and things are going good. Oh look, I just came outside to do some yard work, and I found this beautiful rose that my girlfriend had left for me. She must have just dropped by. Mm. The little flowers smell good, and the big flower smells good. So sweet. Thank you. We do got some yard work to do because a while ago I was trimming a bunch of bushes and trees, and so I have this pile of like brush, and I need to put it every week. I need to put a little bit of it into this trash can and wheel it out to the road so that the trash people can come get it. But I hadn't been doing that for several weeks because check this out. Up under there was a wasp's nest. And it looks like they've all moved on. They're gone. It's not a current inhabitation. But I was just like, I don't want to be dealing with putting stuff here in the trash can if they're going to be coming out and buzzing and stinging me whenever I do it. But now it's free game. Now we've earned a Klondike bar. All right, this is the part of the show where we try a weird energy drink that I found at the grocery store. This one is called Goat Fuel, and it has a picture of Muhammad Ali on it. All right, let's take a sip, see what it tastes like. Pretty good. It says it's a watermelon fruit punch flavor, which is tasty. When I was checking out, the cashier lady saw these and she was like, "Oh, do you like those?" I'm like, "I don't know, I'm just curious." And then she asked, "Are these the ones with green coffee beans?" And I'd never heard of that before, so I just said, "I don't know." She said, "I had a subscription to some of those." And then she leaned in close. She said, "But they made me incompetent." I don't know if she meant incontinent, which is a weird thing to share with people. But anyways, then she's like, "I went in, I canceled my subscription." I was like, "Yeah, it's a pretty good reason." But she's like, "It's really because they were charging me twice." And then she was just going on and on about how these might make me too powerful, essentially. So I guess we'll see. Looking at the ingredients, it does say it's made of green tea and coffee beans. Maybe that's what she meant by green coffee beans. And also cordyceps and electrolytes. Well, they just have like a little salt shaker of electrolytes they just shake in there. We also had a white can with blue pinstripes with Babe Ruth on it. I just want to get a visual inspection. Sometimes these look completely different than you think they would, but this looks kind of like a rosé. Not bad. And I gotta do the dishes because April's coming over tomorrow, and these dishes have been in the sink since the last time she was here. Not that she'll care, but she'll notice. I'm trying to seem kind of put together, like at least a semi-competent human being.